Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Let's get to your Hump Day sports. Today, all across the country, high school players signed national letters of intent to play football in college at North Pole High School in the 49th state. Just that, seniors Lance Wright, Khalil Stewart, and Jordan Copeland all signed NLIs to their respective schools that represent all levels. Stewart will go to the NAIA Valley City State University in North Dakota. The Vikings were co-champions in their conference last year. Copeland will go to Division II South Dakota School of Mines and Technology. The Hard Rockers went 6-4 a year ago. Wright will be going to Division I Rice University in Houston, Texas. He verbally committed in the early period. He's their only signee out of the state of Texas and the first football recruit from Alaska. The Owls are the Conference USA champs and got to a bowl game with 10 wins. The trio talked about their signing day.
I'm really excited and I'm shaking right now. I'm all antsy, and it's crazy to actually feel like dreams are becoming reality right now, and just being able to bond together on the field. And now we're sitting here signing papers to go to college together. Not together, but going to college. It's crazy.
Lance Wright, actually, his older brother goes to school there, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity. They have a really good athletic training program. That's what I want to major in. So it'd be really nice to play football out there too. They did pretty well last year, so I'm pretty excited. I'm looking forward to it.
All I've been wanting since I was a kid was to play Division I football, and I mean, now I just signed the papers. It's official. I mean, being from Alaska, it's already a big accomplishment getting where I am, but I still want to do more. Like I don't want to just get to a D1. I want to play at a D1 and have an impact at a D1 college.
And last night, while you were sleeping, 3 mushers made it to the Dawson City checkpoint, but Brent Sass was the first one in, so he'll get 4 ounces of gold courtesy of Joe and Wendy Fellers from Fellhawk Placers for being the first to reach Dawson. If he completes the race, Sass came into Dawson City about 11:30 last night. He's had the lead since Tuesday morning in this race, and now for the top 3 following Sass is Alan Moore and Hugh Neff. They all arrived 2 hours after each other, so kind of close. Cody Straith is in fourth place. He's an Eagle, and rookie Matt Hall is an Eagle as well. It's his hometown, and the Rook is in 5th place. Jerry Johnson, he got another penalty. This one 2 hours for not having adequate food for a drop dog. He'll be at Dawson for 46 hours now when he arrives. The Ice Dogs will have a new look this week, and I'm not talking about the jerseys. No, it's their roster. Defenseman Ben Campbell was traded to intrastate rival Kenai for Jake Bushy of the Brown Bears. The Ice Dogs released David Kaplan, but gained Ross Olson from Springfield. Olson is listed as a 6'5" forward. Even with the new faces, the Ice Dogs don't think it'll hurt chemistry with 15 games left in the season. Fairbanks hosts the Wenatchee Wild this week in a 3-game series, which starts at the Big Dipper on Thursday. It starts a 7-game homestand for the Ice Dogs. The Wild have a 4-3 edge, though, in the season series.
We got to keep our feet moving. That's a huge part of our game is our speed. So we need to use that to our advantage and, catch them on their heels.
We're just 2 teams that match up pretty well with each other. They got a strong, young core group of guys, and they all love to compete just like us, and it's just a fun time to play against them. But to be successful, I think we got to keep the game simple, get pucks low, get them past their D, and just outwork them down low.
Both UAF basketball teams will be in action this week. The men will be hosting Montana State Billings tomorrow at 7 and number 19 Seattle Pacific on Saturday. The Nanooks are 3rd in the GNAC and 10-0 at the Patty Center. And these games could be low-scoring, grind-out games. Seattle Pacific is the top-scoring defense in the GNAC. UAF is 2nd, and MSUB is 3rd. The women's team, they travel to St. Martin's, then Western Oregon. The 8th-place Nanooks snapped a 5-game losing streak, the 20-point win over Central, and could be in position for the final GNAT tournament spot with 2 big wins this week. St. Martin's is in 6th place, while Western Oregon is in 9th in the standings. Last night at Hutchinson High School was the rematch between the Hawks and Patriots. The last time they played, it was an overtime thriller. North Pole won that game. The Hawks rallied from a double-digit deficit with 3s from Daniel Page. He led the Hawks with 9 points, hit a 4-point play to bring the Hawks within 1. And then the Patriots answered every time down low with Khalil Stewart. He had a game-high 21 points, 17 in the second half, and 24 rebounds. A 20-20 game for him. Ryan Delory, he hit a big 3 late. He had 13, while Lance Wright protected the paint with 5 blocks. He also had a double-double with 10 and 10. North Pole holds off the Hawks on the road for a 57-49 win. across town at Lathrop High School. The Malamutes hosted the Allison Ravens, all Lathrop in this one as they led 15-2 at the end of the first. Freshman DJ Dees for Allison was a bright spot with 14 of the Ravens' 16 points, but Lathrop cruises to an 86-13 win. Alex Jordan scored 10 points, leading 5 Malamutes with at least 7 points in the win. In the girls' game, the Malamutes won 39-34 behind Brooke Lazat's game-high 14 points. She had 11 in the second half, and Katie Browder scored 12 to lead Allison. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Thanks for rocking with me for a little while. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.